Welcome to the Dog Talk Podcast, episode number 4. Today we got Trotter Harlan, a really utility player, but mainly played second base for the Bird Dogs. Of course, I'm Spencer Pattison. Trotter, how are you?
Doing good. Appreciate you having me.
This
Looking
will,
forward to this year.
yeah,
Getting
this will be
after it
fun.
again. Yeah.
This will be fun. You're the first guest that we have on since the option list has been put out. 22 guys coming back from last year's roster, which is so many guys, such a good group of guys and a fun roster to bring back. What is your first initial thoughts when you saw, dang, we're bringing 22 guys back?
Honestly, I was a little surprised that it was that many, but I'm glad that we were able to keep a big enough core group together that we kind of know what to expect from each other and how things are kind of going to operate when we get there this year. So I think it lays a good building block for the season and prepares us to do better and build upon last year.
Well, coming in, you were really one of the only guys from this part of the U.S. You're from South Carolina. Of course, we had Danny Beal from the only North Carolinian, a couple other South Carolina natives. But being that close to home and your first professional year, was that nice for you?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it, especially the aspect of my family being able to come to a lot of the games on the weekends and getting to see them. It wasn't too far of a drive, about 5 hours. So, yeah, I really enjoyed that part. And it was kind of nice to be around a familiar area, spending a lot of my time around South Carolina and North Carolina. So,
That's nice. Of course, I've bounced around the U.S., of course, broadcasting, that's kind of what happens. But seeing, some of the guys that are from the area and playing for this team, because I mean, there's of course some Atlantic League teams, but not a lot of indie ball teams other than the Atlantic
yeah.
in North Carolina. It's been cool to see, those guys return. Of course, Danny Beal being so close, and then later on in the season we had Caden O'Brien and Jackson Hicks, North Carolinians.
Yeah.
So you had a good time being one of the local guys, but you slowly got pushed further away. But no, you came in, and there was a couple other South Carolinians on the roster. Carter Raffield, Nate Lamb, and of course you knew those guys because you trained with them. So it's not like you were coming in first year and you don't know anybody.
Yeah.
What was it like having that group right at the beginning?
It was nice just to know some people, be familiar with them so you're not like kind of making this crazy transition into pro ball to where you don't really know what's going to happen, especially with a guy like Carter that had been in pro ball for a little bit. We ended up being roommates, so he was able to, kind of show me the ropes and help me out a little bit the first couple weeks. But it was really nice having some people I knew on the team already, and then meeting the new guys. Obviously, turned out pretty good, but it was nice to have those guys at the beginning.
Before we get too much into this season and how it went, I'm curious, what are you up to this off season?
Just working, lifting, and hitting and stuff like that. Just trying to stay in shape, put on some pounds for the season, and then get ready to go.
Back in South Carolina, I assume.
Yeah, back in Greenville. Yeah.
Nice. Hey, not too
Not
far.
North Carolina.
Different
Yep.
Greenville. Yeah, no. That I've always got to. It's so strange typing in Greenville now because I always have to specify the state
Yeah.
no matter what. It throws me off. I'm like, oh my gosh, no way we have this store this close, and then I'm like, wrong
Yep.
state. That's frustrating.
I think
I'll
there's
just
a
make the
great.
5 hour trip.
I think there's a Greenville in just about every state too, so it gets a little crazy at times.
Yeah, no, I lived right next to a Greenville,
Yeah.
Texas when I was in Texas, so I can't get away from it. It's just everywhere. Well, good to see that you're doing well this off season. I like the beard;
Yeah.
it's shaping well. Of course, the hair as well. I saw that we had Steven on last week, and he got rid of the
Uh,
mullet. He's growing it
oh
all out.
wow, I didn't know that. I'm sure he'll
Yeah, no, it's
he'll probably he'll probably
full.
yeah he'll get it back going during the season. I'm assuming.
That'll be great. A mullet for you or
No,
no?
definitely not. Definitely not. Definitely not.
That'd be great. Gotta love a good mullet. Steven pulls it
Yeah, he
off well.
does.
So this season, played in 80 games, mainly at second base, but you played all over the place, especially towards the end of the year. 266 average, 13 doubles, 35 RBI, two homers and 17 stolen bases. A lot of good stuff in there, a lot of numbers that I just threw at you, but Anything that you're most proud of about your rookie year?
Um, I would say just adjusting to like the everyday life of playing every single day and keeping the body in shape to withstand a season that's that long would probably be the one thing. I was very happy with the way I fielded the ball this past year. Defensively, thought I played pretty well. Um, Stolen bases were there; they were kind of all right. Would like to get those numbers up a little bit, as well as batting average. But as we know, baseball it's a tough game, so you take them how you can get them.
Hey, I mean it's a solid start, and you've definitely shown a lot of sparks of improving, and that's been very exciting to watch. But one of my favorite things about you in particular is just your ability to play just about anywhere. Um, I mean, you played a lot of games at second base, almost 60, uh, and then a good amount in the outfield, left field, kind of towards the end of the season due to some injuries. And then you played shortstop, and then you even pitched as well, which is great. 3 games on the mound, which we'll get into that a little bit later because I'm curious your experience was on the mound, but just your versatility in the infield and outfield, how important is that for
Oh, it's
you?
huge. It's everything. I think I kind of developed that at a younger age, and then specifically in college, playing a bunch of different positions because either we needed an outfielder, needed an infielder, injuries or whatever. So I took a lot of pride in being able to play basically almost any position on the field, any way to keep me in the lineup and just help the team out. And that's kind of how I look at it. So I don't really mind playing the outfield, infield. It's wherever, whatever I can do to help the team.
Yeah, I know in college you played a lot of shortstop. But you still, I mean, again, it was still, you played a good amount of everywhere. And then, most of your games here were second base. Uh, there wasn't much of a transition, was there?
No, not at all. I think deep down, I really know like second base is where I want to play. It's like one of my favorite positions to play. So like that was nothing new for me. I always felt comfortable there, so I really enjoyed it. Shortstop was a little different. I hadn't played short in a couple of years, and then got thrown out there this past year. But I really enjoyed it. Could have played a little bit better, but it is what it is. So maybe we'll get a couple more innings at short this year. We'll see.
Yeah, yeah. It was one game. You can't take it too hard. Don't be too hard on yourself. It happens. But no, I think just your versatility. Oh, and you DH'd a couple times, which was
Yep,
great. Have you
that's my
DH'd much in the past?
not really in like collegiate ball, but summer ball I would a couple
Okay.
times. But yeah, I love DHing though. It's so much fun. Just focus
What
on hitting all.
I mean, what do you do in the dugout when all your buddies are on the field?
A lot of snacks usually. Good amount of chirping the umpires, stuff like that. A lot of good conversations going on. So
There you go. I love it. Yeah, I know. I would love to see the DH from the press box looking down to the dugout. And usually it was Emmanuel Tapia, so hard to miss. Look down and see who he's talking to, what he's doing, and it seemed like he was always with somebody,
oh yeah,
talking with somebody. He was never alone. Um, but yeah, I mean, it depends how you work it. The DH can be lonely, but
they can.
it
That's very true.
it depends how you play it.
Yeah.
You can use it right. You had 2 games to do it, so
Yeah.
maybe we'll have some more next year. Um, let's talk about the pitching. 3 appearances this year. Got to get your ERA down a bit. You're what,
Oh, I
13
know.
and a half? It's all right. It was just 3 appearances. So one good outing could have knocked that down. But obviously you weren't planning on pitching. What was it like to just get the call? Hey, go to the bullpen, warm up.
It was a little shocking for sure. I haven't pitched since high school, so it was kind of like a 6 year hiatus between times I've been on a mound. So it was a little weird stepping up there for the first time, but I'm not going out there trying to strike out everybody. So it's just lob it up there, let them put it in play. So just get some outs. But I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Those were one of my favorite moments. Of course, usually the games that the guys would pitch in weren't great games. They weren't very fun to call. Very non-exciting. So the excitement level was able to bump up a bit when a position player came in to pitch. Of course, we had some very good ones that you came in and pitched. There was We had Joe Johnson early in the
Yep.
season. Trey Law pitched. Of course, Ebel pitched, and now he's become a pitcher, so that was a pretty easy transition. But Tyler Blom was hilarious. He'd come in, shove, and then he'd get the crowd fired up.
Yeah.
I think on Fourth of July was one specifically. He was coming off the field, amping
Yeah.
everybody up.
Yeah. Blom was definitely our position player to throw out there for sure. He got a lot of outs. I think he racked up a couple strikeouts too while he was at it. So yeah, he was definitely our
Just
number one position player out of the bullpen.
straight fuzz. I mean,
Yeah.
he was throwing. And he'd throw something in the 50s, maybe even 40s, honestly. Like, I mean, a total lob. And then the next pitch, it'd be 80
Gas him up.
and just cook by a guy. I mean, you don't see that too often.
No, not at all.
No,
I'm sure it was
those are
frustrating too for the other team at times.
that's got to be so annoying. Seeing a 40-mile-per-hour pitch and then an 80 right after.
Yeah.
Just like that's got to feel like the fastest pitch you've seen all day.
Oh, 100%.
Um,
Expecting them to kind of lob it in there, but
Oh, this is good stuff. Let's go back to opening day. You had a really solid first professional game. You went 2 for 4, and you got the first extra base hit in Bird Dogs history. I remember it, double right down the left field line. I really enjoyed it. I think that was one of my favorite moments of the year. Just looking back, of course, in an inaugural season, there's so many firsts, but to have the first extra base hit and then on top of that, have a 2 for 4 day in your first professional game. Walk me through opening day.
it was really cool, honestly. We had a pretty good crowd there that night, so it was awesome playing in front of the home faithful there that night. I wouldn't say I wasn't really nervous going into it, but I was a little jitters, playing my first pro game. So I was just looking to, put the bat on the ball, not really expecting too much, just do what I could, have a good performance, and then, let the game take care of itself. So I really enjoyed it. Had a great time playing in front of the fans. So it was cool. It was a good experience.
Yeah, no, I interviewed you day after, um, and I listened back to it before this game or before this podcast, and it was funny to hear how you felt about things going into the rest of the season because it was so early on. Um, And you had mentioned the late night cookout and Jay's 108 and all that stuff that you've only experienced for one
Yeah.
week. I definitely want to hear more about your food experience in Kinston. What were your favorite places to go to? We'll put that at the end of the podcast. But you had mentioned that you were really looking forward to how that team could build off of each other, the infielders especially, how strong that group was in one week, and how close really all the whole team was. Um, I just love how that little thing you said really came into play throughout the season. It seemed like anytime we were on, a downward slope, you guys just rallied back together because you guys were so close. What was it like having a team that really just everyone just liked each other?
Yeah, it was awesome. We were able to kind of gel together pretty quickly when we first got there, especially the infielders and outfielders, position player wise. So that was a key component to how we were able to build off each other and kind of keep the season going through the tough times. But I think having a team that's close together that does stuff off the field just as much as they're on the field together is one of the most important things. Um, if you don't have a good chemistry with your teammates, then more than likely the season's not going to be that great, and people are going to be arguing all the time, not trusting each other. So I think a close relationship like that will build a lot of trust on the field, and then, especially pitchers to position player wise, it gives them a lot of confidence that you'll have their back on a bunch of plays, and like you'll get the job done for them.
Yeah, I mean, great group. Of course, we got a lot of returners, 22 guys, like we mentioned. Was there a guy that you saw when it was announced 22 guys are coming back that you were like, oh my gosh, let's go. I'm excited to see him. No hard feelings to anybody else, but was there anybody that stuck out?
Um, I got two actually. I'll probably say Pino and LeBoy, honestly.
Those are great
Those having those
answers.
two back, yeah. Because I wasn't Pino had a really good year last year, so I didn't know what was going to happen with him. Didn't know whether he was going to go somewhere else, maybe get signed. But it'll be cool to have him back. The leadership he brought last year, playing minor league ball as well, and then also winter ball. They got a lot of information to give. So like him and LeBoy, I think would be good building blocks for the new guys, and then it'll just be like last year. We'll pick right back up last year with the guys that are returning. So
Yeah, you were
and then
your locker was right next to Pino's, correct? Or pretty
yep,
close to it,
yep.
yeah.
Or it was me, Tapia, Pino.
That's
So
quite
and
the
then
lineup right there.
yeah, and then I had Caden O'Brien on my left. So there was never a
Man,
dull moment.
I can't imagine the conversations you must have overheard even rather
Yeah,
than just had. But LeBoy, yeah, LeBoy's fun. He's still 21. I mean, he turned 21 right as the season started, so
yeah.
he's the young gun. What kind of moments did you have with him?
Just messing around. Him and Dito would always give each other a hard time. So that aspect of it was fun. And then he also has a little bit of minor league experience, so it's cool to lean on him a little bit early in the year and kind of pick his brain a little bit about his expertise and what he thought about certain things. And then the way he kind of turned it on at the end of the year was really fun to see, like hitting wise. So I'm really excited to see him return and really get a shot in the
Yeah,
lineup
big
and see what he
lefty
can do.
bat. I remember his home run, the final series of the season in Washington. That was, well, it might have been the final game. He was a fun guy to watch. I enjoyed him down the stretch. But those are two good
Yeah,
answers. I like those. I think you can't really go wrong. But of course, Pino with how he played, ridiculous. I think another guy that's really exciting is Greg Martinez, healthy. Because he was, I mean, he
yeah,
was lights out when he was pitching. Of course, he got injured, was out for the rest of the year. That was so. It's just frustrating to see, especially for him. But I think a young guy, he's got tops what 98 miles
yeah.
per hour.
100%. Yeah, I agree with you. Especially after seeing him kind of stay there the rest of the year and kind of work through rehab and try to build it back up was pretty cool to see. So I'm excited for him coming
It'll
back
be
next
fun.
year.
No, I'm excited. We got a good group. Is there any moments that you think of during the season, like any of your favorite moments on or off the field?
Um, I, obvious answer is definitely the Canada trip, but there was never a dull moment on that one. But I think going to Boston was probably one of my favorite trips that we went on. Getting to go to a Red Sox game the one time we were up there, hanging out in Boston, the city, and then the following time we went up there, we got to actually stay in Foxborough. So we got to check out like the Patriots Stadium and all that stuff, the shopping center right around there. So it was a pretty good time up there. I always loved going to Boston.
That's sweet. Yeah. Are you? I can't remember what major league team are you a fan of?
The Braves.
The Braves. Okay,
Yep.
that I couldn't remember. Yeah, I know Danny Beal's a big Red
Big
Sox
Red
fan.
Sox.
We talked about his whole fiasco.
Yeah.
Who'd you go to that Red Sox game with?
There was probably like 6 or 7 of us. I think it was me, Steve, Cam, Goodry, Danny, and then I think we ended up meeting up with like Jalen, Evil, and a bunch of them. So there was like
Yeah,
probably 10, 15 out there.
there was a lot.
So
I was thinking of a specific crew that ended up meeting Jaron Duran. So
uh,
I think that was BK.
I was with them, but they
Oh,
had
you.
gotten separated. They were separated from us when that whole thing went down. So
Oh, okay.
I think
Well,
that was
Drew Henderson was there. I
BK
know
and
that.
Hindi. Yeah, Drew Henderson. Yeah, those are the
I
two.
got Drew Henderson will be a podcast coming up. I'll have to talk to him about that. That'll
Yeah,
be a
that'll be a
fun
good
one.
one. Yeah,
If you're listening, just so you know, there's a good story coming from Drew Henderson. So make sure you tune into that episode as well.
I'm, I'm sure he's got a bunch too, especially living with BK and rooming with BK. So
Can't imagine. There's so many fun stories. Your college career, you were a 5-year guy at the College of Charleston. You're in the record books, it's second in doubles and at bats, and then third in games played. Um, it's just a heck of a college career. What was your time in college like in Charleston?
I loved it. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Charleston's a really cool city. So if you haven't gotten the chance to visit Charleston, I definitely recommend it. A lot of good food, a lot of activities you can do. But my college experience, I loved it. We had a really close group for about 2 or 3 years, and then my last year there, we had some transfers come in that really gelled together, and that was probably one of the most fun teams I've been on in my baseball career. So I really enjoyed that. Um, had a really phenomenal year, but yeah, I wouldn't trade going to college at Charleston for anything. I loved it down there.
Yeah, no, I love that you were there for 5 years. I talked to Steven about this too, because he was at George Washington for 5 seasons, and in this new age of the transfer portal, and you see guys go all over the place. To see someone go to one school for especially 5 years with that COVID year, um, is definitely it's awesome to see. It shows, to me, it shows the kind of person you are. Um, if they believe in you, you believe in them, kind of thing.
Yep.
What was your reasoning for staying there for 5 years and not going anywhere else?
Um, so going into Charleston, I really loved it. Had a great time with the guys. Loved the group of team or the team that we had down there. So I just wanted to stick down there as long as I could, long as possible. I definitely thought about transferring my last year there, but kind of being loyal to like the people that have kind of almost given you your opportunity was kind of always something I've stuck with. Like I've always been loyal to the people that give me a shot and back me up. So that was a big part of why I stayed at Charleston my last year. And then I would say just trying to chase the postseason with the College of Charleston. They haven't won it since I want to say it's 2016 or 17. So winning a couple of regular season titles there was pretty sweet for me, knowing they haven't done it in a while. And then just trying to make the NCAA tournament, kind of get Charleston back to where they were in the 2015s, 2014, stuff like that. So that was a big reason why.
Yeah, no, it's I mean, you were a heck of a college player. You played all over the place as well there. But then you had some good summer ball years as well. Talk about your time in Wilmington, as you had some Eastern North Carolina experience before you even got to Kinston.
Yeah, I loved Wilmington. Probably met some of my best friends I ever have in Wilmington. We had a pretty close, like, little group there. 4 or 5 of us that still keep in contact all the time. So it was awesome living on the beach. Good weather all the time. They always get a good crowd at Wilmington. So they love their baseball. It was fun. I really enjoyed it, and it kind of set the stepping stool for the rest of my college career because that was the first place I played summer ball at. So
You just can't get away from the beach, can you?
I can't. It's awesome.
Every place, every place. I mean, even after Wilmington, of course, you're with the Sharks in the Coastal Plain League in 2021. In 2022 and 2023, you went up to the Cape Cod League, which I'm really curious, how that opportunity came up. And of course, to go back there a second year. I mean, for a lot of college baseball players, that is the dream. That is what you strive for. And you got to do it not only for 1 year, but 2 years.
Yeah, it was definitely a dream come true. I don't think I really realized it while I was up there, like how like special it was to play in the Cape League. But definitely looking back now, I understand. But the way I got up there was our head coach Chad Holbrook at College of Charleston played college baseball for the Kettleers head coach, so they had that connection. So he kind of hooked me up there the first year, and then the second year we had like I want to say we had 3 or 4 guys from Charleston go up there and play for Katuitt. So that's we kind of cycled players up through there. So that's kind of how that worked out. But I love the Cape. Definitely recommend it. I would move up to the Cape during the summer, 100%. Definitely not the winter time. I'm not a big fan of the cold. But yeah, Cape Cod was awesome.
Yeah, I know you're rocking the logo on the batting helmet you had. So, I mean, obviously it's a special place, and a lot of great players um, go and play there. Was there a teammate you had that either is in the bigs now, or someone that you just were kind of shocked at the skill they had?
Um, there was a couple on our team, yeah. None of them made the big leagues yet, or one of them has. CJ Kafis for the Indians, but playing like with Enrique Bradfield, he was my roommate up there. Stuff like that. Tommy Troy, guys that played at big time SEC and like Stanford schools like that are well known around college baseball was awesome. It was a good experience. I think the one player that kind of blew me away while I was up there was probably Travis Bazzana. Kind of,
That makes sense.
kind of watching him go about his business and play the game was pretty special.
I'm sure he was getting a lot of
Oh
attention
yeah,
as well, pre and post game. Yeah, I
yeah,
can't imagine.
absolutely. And then we also
Uh,
Cole Mathis from Charleston was up there with us my second year, and he had a really good summer. Actually, I think he hit like 330 with like 12 homers or something. It was pretty special to watch. Seeing him do that in the Cape and then come back to Charleston and then have the year he had and get drafted was awesome. So I was proud of him.
well, if you're listening and you've never heard of the Cape Cod League, definitely look it up because it's a really cool. I mean, it's the best collegiate summer league there is. I mean, the best of the best go and play there. It's like some really high school level ballparks kind
Yeah,
of, and it's a real homey kind of feel where you go and just sit in the grass and
yeah,
watch some baseball and some really good baseball at
yeah.
that. So,
Lawn chairs lined up
uh,
all the way down the lines. It's pretty sweet.
oh yeah, no, there's a good group of fans in the Cape for sure, and it's all so close. There's no 24-hour bus trips
Yeah.
that you got to take.
Yeah, I think the farthest was
uh,
like 35 minutes, which is really nice. So no 15 hours.
yeah, no, that sounds
Yeah,
great. Yeah, right about now. Of course, our shortest is what, 8, 9
yeah,
hours. And on a bus, it's more like 10,
yeah.
11. So, I wouldn't mind a 35-minute
I
trip.
agree. Yeah, 100%.
Um, well, let's play some trivia. Let's see if you got this. Bird Dogs trivia. First of its kind. You are the, I guess the, what? The testing rat?
Yeah,
What do they call that?
lab
Lab rat.
rat. There we
Lab
go.
rat.
Test dummy.
I was That'll work. Well, whatever it is, you are it. Question number one. There were three players, three Bird Dog players, to hit a triple this season. Can you name the three?
First guess is Dito.
Correct. He hit
Uh,
the second, I believe.
wow. Ali maybe?
Nope.
No. I feel like there's someone in there that's like you wouldn't expect. So I'm gonna throw like a Pino out there.
No. But I mean,
Tapia did.
even more
I think
unexpected.
Tapia had a triple. Did he?
Yes.
Wow.
In Mississippi. He
That's
hit
awesome.
the first triple in
Oh
Bird
yeah,
Dogs
I remember
history.
that. Yeah, right off the top of the wall.
Yeah, it like took
Uh,
a ricochet bounce.
third one. Christian Adams.
No.
I'm running out here.
Your hint, I'll give you a hint.
All right.
He has a he looks older than he is. That's what we'll say. That's your hint.
LaBoy.
Yes.
I should have known that. Everything he hit was either a triple, double, or homer.
Yeah, no, he hit one triple at home towards the end of the season. Dito hit one and then Emmanuel Tapia hit the first one, which is very memorable in
Yeah.
Mississippi.
Oh,
That's a good one.
everything about
All right.
Mississippi will be remembered.
Yes, definitely. And a nice season series win over the other inaugural team. Gotta like that.
Yeah.
Question number two. You pitched in 3 games. Do you remember who the teams were that you pitched against?
Sussex.
That is one.
Uh,
All at home, too.
Brockton, maybe.
No,
The Boulders.
no. I'm kind of shocked.
I don't. Mississippi.
No,
Was there
this is
was
shocking
there
to
was
me.
there two against Sussex?
No, it's all three different
Oh, I
teams.
have no idea then.
Your first appearance, you don't remember that one? Your
Oh,
first
Tri
one on the
City.
mound?
Tri-City was one of
Was
them.
that your? Oh, I don't even think that was your
I
first.
know that was
That's
one
one
of
of them
them.
though.
Yeah, I don't know about first.
Yes. You're missing the first one, and I feel like this one was really memorable, at least for me. And I guess maybe you'd want to forget it. No offense, of
Yeah.
course.
Um, God,
It was your worst
who
outing.
did we play? Was it Troyes?
Mm-mm. You're getting closer
It's
geographically.
Ottawa,
No.
Quebec.
Wow.
Let's just knock all the
Yes.
Canadian teams out. I pitched against Quebec.
Yes.
I
That
don't
was your
remember
first
that.
outing.
I don't
You
remember that
gave
at
up
all.
4 runs against Quebec.
It's probably Dito's fault. He probably let a fly ball drop or something.
Probably. We'll
I
blame
used
it
to
on
give him
Dito.
crap for
I love it. I might as well. I mean, he's got a lot going for him. Might as well bring him down a
that. I
little
told
bit.
him if he ever got on the mound, I was going for nothing if I was in the outfield. Everything was dropping.
There you go. There you go. I don't know if we'll ever see him on the mound. I'd love to see that.
No, I don't think he would ever get up there.
No, he's he makes too many plays in the outfield.
I agree.
Okay, question number 3. Your first professional home run, who was it against?
Quebec. I remember that one.
There you go.
Yep.
I was hoping you'd get that one.
Slid into second base.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, because you didn't think it was gone.
Yeah, because the second base umpire wasn't signaling a home run, but then when I finally looked at the third base one, he was. So I was like, I
That's
was a little
right.
confused at first. So
I
gotta be.
totally forgot about that.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
I need to go back. I need to watch that. That's hilarious. I love that. That is such a good story. I totally forgot. That is
Yeah.
great. All right. So as we wrap up here, do you have any of your favorite food spots that you went to throughout the season that you can't wait to get back to once you get back here in Kinston?
Um, yeah, me and Dito spent a lot of time at Plaza del Mariachi, the little Mexican restaurant downtown.
There you
So
go.
sure, that'll definitely be a staple again. And then,
I actually don't think I've been there.
it's
I need to go.
I think it's actually might be one of my top Mexican restaurants of all time.
Wow.
Anywhere.
What'd you get?
Uh, we'd usually get the little ACP trio, which was like shrimp, chicken, steak, and rice with some peppers and stuff like that. But I was a big fan of their burritos once I started venturing out a little bit. So definitely give those a
That's a
try.
good. It's good to know.
That and then the little butcher shop right there in
Uh,
town.
the Whiskey Pig.
Yep, Whiskey Pig was pretty solid. So
It's a good spot.
yep, those two and then Jay's were pretty much the
Jay's
three
108.
three
Some sushi.
three staples right there. So
Those are all great
yep.
options. You a note about you. I don't think I've ever talked to you about this, but maybe I have. You hit a hole in one when you were 6 years old.
Yep. Yep.
Walk me through
It was
that.
so it was my dad's work, Lawrence Electric. They have like an annual like hole in one contest at a driving range. So like you can come down there and hit, and if you hit a hole in one on the first one, you get $100, and then you get entered into the next shot, which is like I want to say it's probably like a 250-yard shot for a chance to win a million if you hit a hole in one on that one. So it was a cool experience. I mean, at 6 year old, I definitely had no business being out there, but it's a good story to tell people. So still
That's
searching,
impressive. You must.
still searching for my first actual hole in one though. So
Yeah. Oh, you must have got a hold of one at 6 years old.
yeah, I think I was using a little driver at 6 year old for like a 150-yard shot.
That's impressive. I really I'm concerned I wouldn't be able to go out and hit a 150 yarder right now,
Yeah.
and that's
Nah,
rough.
we
It's
can
rough.
get your swing right between Garrick and
All
all
right.
of us that play golf. We can get you going.
I think I got a good crew of guys that'll help
Yeah,
me out.
definitely.
I got
Evil
a
now that he's a pitcher. I'm sure he'll be spending a lot of time on the golf course.
yeah. I don't think even as a catcher it stopped him
I
very
did. I
much.
did.
I gotta get him on and talk to him. I fear this will turn into a golf
Yeah,
conversation and not a baseball talk once I get him on
I
here.
could see it. He's a good one to talk to golf about, though. He's pretty good. He,
Yeah, he is. I've heard a lot of stories about how
yeah.
good he is. Well, looking forward to 2026. What goals do you have in mind? What are you looking forward to?
Uh, Definitely make the playoffs for one. I know we had a up and down season last year, but with the group we have coming back, I think we can be pretty consistent this year and make a run for the playoffs. Individually, just like consistently, be better consistently at the plate. You know, don't have so many up and downs week to week, and then just steal more bases. That's what I want to. I'm going to challenge Dito this year to see who can get the most stolen bases. Because me and Brett have been giving him some crap about stealing 17 bases last year and him being one of the fastest guys on the team. So I have to get him riled up this year.
That'll be a good competition to
Yeah,
keep an eye on. If there's one thing that'll get Dito going, it's
yeah,
it's a
100%.
competition. He'll be
Might have
running
to
around
get
the
Pino
bases.
involved too, since he led the team in bases last year. So
Yeah, no, he was looking for the 2020 and just missed out, but
yeah,
I wouldn't be shocked if he hit it this year.
no, not at all, not at all.
I like it. So some more stolen bases, I can get behind that.
Yep.
I gotta work on my stolen base calls anyway.
All right, sounds good. I'll give you some practice during the inner squats and stuff like that during spring training.
There we go.
I got you.
I like it.
Yeah,
Steal second and third. How about that?
yeah. Try to steal home for you too, maybe. No,
Wow,
I'm just.
getting risky. I like it. That's what I like.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you taking the time and looking forward to having you back here in Kinston.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me. It's good to talk. Looking forward to it.
Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Episode number 4. We'll have episode number 5 next week. It sounds like we're starting to get on a weekly basis. Hopefully, we can stick to that. But no, appreciate you
Yep.
guys tuning in. Thank you, Trotter, again.
Yep. Appreciate it.